Alright, as you can see, today's date is 11/18/2013. This is where I'm at concerning how this dead tree is being, a video picture of it is being taken right now. See this dead tree? Okay? And the reason why I'm taking this video picture and showing you this dead tree is because I need to show you that I'm making a video prediction at a totally separate location concerning what could and might happen along any of my routes on any day. And that includes the damage or theft of my bike or the bike lock. Now, as a result of me being a target victim and activist concerning the criminal expeditions of what is known as organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking, I am harassed through clever, overt sensitization methods along all of my routes. Every single day, everywhere I go. I am gang stalked inside of the Club Med Cafe at UCSD campus in La Jolla, California. I am gang stalked in all their libraries, the Gillespie Library or the Geisel Library, whatever you want to call it. I keep wanting to call it Gillespie. Every time I go there, and what they're doing now on UCSD campus, instead of constantly saying gang stalking around me like they have been, is they went back to using the physical gestures. Go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Catches Gang Stalker Admitting Sent to Harass." Read comments, which means read what's in the description of that YouTube video, cross-reference published dates to statements. Okay, just do it and you'll know what I'm talking about. Concerning what I was already exposing online, and then concerning what the three teenagers admitted to, what came first? Me exposing it online before they were caught, and then they were caught 2 months later? Just look in the description of that YouTube video. Then go to YouTube and type in 2/20/13 Learning Disabled Woman Catches Another Gang Stalker Admitting Sent to Harass. That was an individual admitting that a San Diego police officer by the name of Steve put him on a corner to engage in the same physical gestures, and you got to listen to that video all the way up until the very last second, because towards the very tail end of it, I say to that guy, okay, and don't put your hands to your face no more. That's right. That's right. Just listen to the entire video, but you got to look at the first one first, the first video that I just mentioned. Now, in the past, in October, I caught 2 separate UCSD students, one on UCSD property at the corner of Gilman and Myers at the bus stop, admitting that he was put there to engage in these physical gestures by a third party. Then, a couple days later, I caught a UCSD student at the bus stop off of La Jolla Villa Plaza Drive, at the bus stop there at the intersection right next to Ralph's, admitting that a third party put him at that bus stop to engage in these physical gestures. That's right. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. I do what I do in order to inform, to expose the truth concerning what's happening to me. I'm a human trafficking target. Okay, that's right. Human trafficking is directly connected to gang stalking. Do they make targeted individuals homeless? Yes, they do. I tell the truth because the truth needs to be known for what it is. Now, also understand, listen, and listen carefully. In my physical possession right now, I have over at least 800 separate audio files of individuals getting around me every single place I go, every single day, saying gang stalk, gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalk, gang stalk, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, oh my god, we're crazy, in that way, non-stop, repetitively. Now, they backed off from doing that a little bit because they know that I recently uploaded some additional audio files to video files and uploaded those video files to the internet, including it being caught inside the San Diego Police Department headquarters on July 24, 2013, and inside of the San Diego City Council meeting chambers on August 24, 2013. In fact, a reporter from Minnesota who's being gang stalked in Minnesota, Jessica Miles, she's a reporter for KTPS, she's being gang stalked. She saw those videos online that I posted online and then put in a blog. She saw the blog, the videos in the blogs, and posted that blog's link into her blog. That's right. Now, when these words are being said around a targeted individual in that way, in that peculiar way, because gang stalker or gang stalking is not a common word at all, especially when it's being said back to back with oh my god, non-stop. That's peculiar behavior. It's totally outside of the realm of normalcy. So, when I got 800 separate audio files, at least, of it being said around me continuously, non-stop, every day, everywhere I went, every single day, for the last year and a half, that will show anybody that's got the ability to engage in at least common sense that these criminal realities are happening to me as a result of the stalking of me. It's done to get around me. They have people get around me and say it to remind me I'm a victim of the crime, to keep me mentally preoccupied about it, to make me feel victimized concerning it, to taunt me about it, to harass me about it, and to keep me in a victimized mindset concerning it. That's right. So what I do is I predict what might occur before I leave a specific area, okay, or before I go to a specific place. And if it's caught, or if any other type of incident happens around me, like a student getting up or an employee of a student of a university, an employee of a university, a guest of a university, or an employee of a business that's on the university campus, like Burger King or any other type of restaurant or whatever that might be on the actual physical campus, makes a complaint. They're called staged events in gang stalking. Street theaters. Google it. And basically what they'll do is stage an event based on an accusation and or complaint that the targeted individual is doing something they shouldn't be doing, or maybe even stole something. They literally tried to accuse me of stealing my own bike on UCSD campus on October 29th. That's right. That's right. So what I do, and I took a video picture as I was talking to the UCSD campus police. So what I do, because all they got to do is see the police, whether it be UCSD police, security guards of businesses, campus police, police officers, all they got to do is try to make it appear that they got a legal appearing reason to be in your proximity, probable cause, as a result of them using a third party, possibly, to call them to make a bogus complaint about you, a threat, or that they saw you doing something that you're not even doing at all. Because they have to make it appear you're being banned from the business, from the campus, from the libraries on the campus, or the entire campus, or the law library, or any San Diego public library like North University. They got to make it appear that what's happening to you is because of a complaint or an accusation. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. While even baiting you to open up about the gang stalking, so they can catch it on their video cameras, cell phones, tape recorders they got hidden on themselves. That's right. And I already got proof that UCSD campus police is walking around with tape recorders on them. I literally asked them about it one day, about a week and a half ago. I said, "Is that a tape recorder?" He goes, "Yeah." He was literally putting it in his front pocket, his front lapel. So if you don't think that they're not talking to, when they talk to people, if you don't think that they're not recording them, think again. I am too. This is the microphone right here. I do what I do to expose the truth. Now, when they create an event, no matter where it occurs at, transportation routes, bus stops, trolley stations, businesses, libraries, university campuses, they also will stage the witnesses. That's right. Then they use that as a normal appearing reason to ban you. So I'm predicting it right now concerning UCSD, any grocery store or any business off of Villa La Jolla Plaza or UTC, any laundromat I go to, any library I go to, any library, whether it be the law library or any San Diego public library. They're going to eventually stage an event there based on a complaint, an accusation, including using anybody. You know, you can go to Google right now and literally research how they're using children and teenagers, even for these expeditions, either for the harassment, the staged event, or as a witness to the staged event. And they'll deny it up and down the road and call the target crazy concerning it. They'll even accuse the target of being a conspiracy theorist. Can you believe that? These criminal whores develop these schemes, and then the maneuvers and methods and tactics to bring about the schemes, and then have the audacity to call the target crazy. Can you believe that? The crazy crap they're involved in and doing, and then they have the audacity to turn around and call the target mentally ill? That's right. Now, my name is Leslie Williams. I make these videos to inform, to expose the truth, and to predict what might occur at an environment that I haven't even left yet. And if it occurs, I don't care how it's brought about or who plays a role in it, you'll know that I'm predicting it right now. Now, any event that transpires towards me that's predicted, that's right, that's predicted, and that includes the theft of my bike, or the mutilation of any function of it, or the mutilation that makes any of my locks inoperable between this and one of those big gigantic club locks that you put. Okay? It will be directly connected to these gang stalking expeditions, and their whole goal is tonight they want to make it appear that everything that's happening to a targeted individual does not have a intentional purpose, by claiming that either the target's crazy, or maybe the person who's harassing a target, in case the event goes sideways for them, they'll then turn around and say, well, this person's doing this to you because they harassed other people. They've literally tried that on 6 separate events, and at least 4 of them, which was predicted by me, that they would use this excuse, literally. And they wore that rug out a little bit. Alright, so I gotta go. I'm in San Diego County. I'm getting a very late start to my day. So, we're going to see if any event also transpires at this area. Remember I showed you the dead tree? using anybody, anybody, and I don't care who they are, how old they are, what excuses used, what reasons used, or who acts as a witness. It will be gang stalking related. So let's see if gang stalk, weird, crazy, gang stalk, oh my god, weird, crazy, gang stalk is set around me in that way, back to back, or separate, at least even just once. It's caught every day along all my routes, every day. Except when they back off from doing it for a little while, they'll just say it a little bit instead of saying it like non-stop. Or they'll go back to the physical gestures. Alright, I gotta go. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day. Oh, and just one last fast statement. Hang on a second. They're gonna ban me from UCSD property. Make no mistake about it. Eventually they will. You better believe they will. And they'll try to make it appear it's because of something I'm doing, like possibly provoking me to take out a video picture. So they can say, Leslie's taking video pictures of people. She's been warned about it in the past, and now she's doing it again, so we feel that it's best that Leslie don't come back. Yeah, you would not believe these little criminal whores. They are involved in some of the most worst crimes that your mind can conceive, because human trafficking is directly connected to gang stalking. Do you really think that this university wants its image tarnished in reference to that type of crime? No. So what they do is use normal language that should be used for real-time situations in reference to somebody being on a campus causing problems. What I'm doing is being gang stalked on their campus by individuals that are being used on their campus, including students. I've had maintenance staff workers on their campus gaslight me. Gaslighting is a term that describes organized stalking, gang stalking, sensitization methods. I've had employees of the businesses on UCSD campus, like Burger King employees, gaslight me. Even though lately they've been pretty nice to me. I've had janitors gaslight me. I've had employees in the Sunshine Market on UCSD campus gaslight me. Even though lately they've been nice to me, which doesn't seem to make any sense at all. And what I do is I act normal. I don't outwardly portray that I'm being gang stalked to anybody on that campus. In other words, I'll even act friendly with some of the people that have gaslighted me, because I got to make sure, because they'll even use videos, the video surveillance, video pictures, to make it appear that any of my behavior is peculiar and questionable. That's right. Because what you got to understand here in these expeditions, and when it comes, especially when it comes to libraries and campuses and businesses, is that they got to protect their butts from premise liability and prosecution of criminal activity. So, in the way that they do that is by discrediting the target's mental stability, by calling them crazy, by saying Leslie thinks she's being stalked and harassed by people she don't know. Leslie thinks that people are repeating words around her that don't make no sense by people she don't know. Leslie thinks that just because somebody puts their hands to their face, they're gang stalking her. They're called gang stalking sensitization methods. Google it. Okay? But these are the kinds of excuses and statements they make to try and make it appear the target's crazy, so they got a legitimate reason to ban them. This is literally what they do. And when they see that the target's not making no outward complaints about it, what they'll do is create an accusation or complaint. They literally tried to accuse me of stealing my own bike on October 29, 2013 on their campus. Literally. It was just almost, it was, I felt like I was in the bizarre world. Anyway, so I gotta go. So I am literally predicting to you right now, and I already showed you a video picture of my cell phone, which shows the date and time. I'm predicting to you right now, whether it happens today, tomorrow, next week, next month, or 2 months down the road, or any date in between, or maybe even a little bit longer date past 2 months, they'll ban me. Make no mistake about it. And they'll make it appear that every single thing that's happening to me is happening to me because of normal apparent means, and because it's my fault. That's right. They know I'm wearing a tape recorder. You better believe they know it. The last time I had an interaction between me and UCSD campus police, I told them they were being tape recorded. I literally pulled out the tape recorder, and they were being videotaped as it happened. So they know I'm wearing one. You better believe they do. All right, I gotta go, and I'm gonna tell you another thing. My computer's being hacked on UCSD campus. You better believe they have. They've already erased video files off of memory cards that were plugged into my computer on UCSD campus. That's right. So, and in the last event, they tried to make it appear that they didn't know I had a computer by stating, they asked me if they could check my bags, and I said, sure. They go, what do you got in it? I go, a computer and some books, and they go, was the computer stolen? That was their way to make that type, well, let me just put it this way. Was that their way to make it appear on the video that was recording as we were talking? That was their way to make it appear they didn't know I had it. Was that their way to make it appear that they didn't know I had a computer? Because it's already been hacked into on their property. And they've already been notified back in 2012 about my computer activity being hacked into. So basically what they're doing, let me just put it to you this way. Do you think that video could ever be used in court? Campus police saying, well, she's saying her computer's hacked into. We didn't even know she had a computer. Here's a video showing that we didn't know she had a computer. Do you see what I'm saying? These are the schemes of gang stalking. Skillful, well, are they skillful lies? Alright, I gotta go. I appreciate you listening, and have a nice day.